the big one, the defending champions, Nigeria, going all the way to another final and an opportunity to become the first team to win 5 titles in a row. But on the other side, Mali come up against this very young, dynamic and versatile South Sudanese side that are playing in this competition for the very first time. Asha Kamugisha here, and of course, the evergreen two-time African champion whose side Nigeria already in the final, Ife Ibekwe.
Oh, thank you for that intro. It has been a joy to watch this special South Sudan team come alive in this tournament, their first ever Women's AfroBasket tournament, and they have made it to the semifinals.
Junubin, as they like to call themselves, and of course the coach Antonio Alberto from Spain. He continues to make history here. As we see the Malians, they won this competition in 2007 in Dakar, Senegal, and one of the players on that team, Hamshetou Maiga, the assistant coach now of this very young side as well.
Mali 3-0 in this tournament, has one of the many rests in this tournament. So South Sudan won 2, lost 2, but Mali's coming out charged, fresh legs, a fresh mindset, and a competitive spirit.
11 of the Malian players have won an African title at junior level and will bring that experience into this final. But first, Umaru Sidia, he's won 7 of those at the under-16 level with the girls. We'll go through the proceedings here with the national anthems for the two teams.
Nous allons nous lever pour l'hymne national du Soudan, Sud-Soudan, pardon, tout d'abord. Merci. L'hymne national du Mali.
Beautiful national anthems, a moment of national pride here for all of these players as we see the coaches exchange gifts, handshakes, sportsmanship before the game starts on the biggest stage of African basketball. Mali with the green, yellow and red. South Sudan with the black and white. From East Africa, they came to this competition with a wild card after being impressive in the Zone 5 qualifiers in Egypt. And look at them in the last 4 of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025.
These two teams have met in group play earlier in this tournament. Mali beating them 55-53.
And the referees for this game, Guy Berton Sani Kolo from Cameroon, Juliris Guzman Lore from Puerto Rico, and Alden Larouchi from Algeria.
The road for Mali to get here has been easy. One, because they went 3-0, but for South Sudan, let's take a look at their starters.
Starting 5, Delisha Washington. She's played the most minutes in tournament play in all of the teams here. Adut Bulgak, the captain. Nyamoch Teni, Maria Teresa Gakdeng, Nyamer Luoldu.
And as we see, South Sudan won 2 games, lost 2 games, beat Egypt and Uganda in that qualification round, and lost to Mali and Cameroon.
And of course, looking at Coach Alberto Antuna, coach of this South Sudan team that has made history. He's coached Uganda and Senegal in the past, and yet he stands tall here. Mali starting 5, Fone Sissoko, Aminata Sangare, Alima Dembele, WNBA player Sika Kone, Jene Banjai, the captain of Mali.
And for them to get here in the semifinals, they beat out their group, South Sudan, that tough win, beat Cameroon and beat Mozambique, and they have not lost in this tournament.
Umaru Sedea has won 7 titles on the African continent in the FIBA Under-16 Women's African Championship. He will be assisted by Hamsha Tumaiga, former WNBA players. We're listening to these teams.
Have this option of the open three. Okay? On defense, hey, we are in 3. Watch out, number 50. The first couple of sides is going to be a little bit closer, okay? And box out. Take care of the ball. Let's go enjoy it. Let's go enjoy it.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Alors, il faut que vous soyez disponible pour faciliter le travail au banc. Les plans de jeu édictés doivent être respectés à la règle. C'est clair? Est-ce que c'est clair? Voilà. Il n'y a pas de tergiversation, on joue notre basket. On joue notre basket. Ça nous va? Allez.
Si nous on joue avec la française, si elles sont en zone, il va ballon de temps. Si elles sont en zone, on fait 3.
Oui, c'est bon, on y va.
Mali listening in there to the coaches. Please give me your basketball shoes, Washington. She has so many fans here. Delisha Washington, so emotional to see that.
Yeah, and I'm sure if she catches an eye on that, she will probably do it. And the first efficiency per game in FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 is Maria Teresa Gakdeng, as she represents South Sudan.
Sika Kone, WNBA player here, 10 points, 11.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists there. That should be a good matchup, Iffy.
That's going to be a really good matchup. They're both long and lean, and the power centers of both teams.
Sudan. Delisha Washington from the backcourt of South Sudan. Adut Bulgak.
Mali's putting high pressure on South Sudan at the start of the game.
Ball stolen there by Sika Kone. Sissoko finds Janebanjai. Basket good here for Mali.
We know that Njine is going to run the floor. That is where she gets her most baskets as she scores the first 2 points for Mali.
Adut Bulgak goes for the jumper. The ball comes off the rim. picked up by Sangare. Sissoko, Jenebanjai finds Sikakone on the outside, the captain of Mali. Ball picked up here by Washington.
This is a strong start for both teams as Delisha Washington attacks the basket.
Yamerdu with a three-point attempt there. Kone with yet another rebound here, crosses the ball over. Sissoko. Looking for options. Geneva Dembele with the first three-pointer of this game.
Oh, she played amazing in her last game, and she showed up with about 15 points in that game, and she nailed down her first three-point basket.
Still there by Geneva Njai, the captain of Mali. 2 extra points here. They up by 7.
The way Mali has played in this tournament has been amazing, and Njai gets the steal and lays it up for a 2-point basket.
South Sudan must react. Adut Bulgak from the baseline, air ball. Jenebanjai once again, this time through the left. Another basket for Mali, 9-0. Welcome to the second semifinal.
We've seen Njai leading the way with basket with 6 points. The captain doing captain things in today's game.
Do you want to play, or we go home and we prepare the bros? Let me know. Now, in offense, low, one low, okay? We need to score and attack the offensive rebound to be able to set up our three. If not, it's impossible.
Not so much of tactics there. The question is very clear. Do you want to play or do you not want to play? Just so the coach knows.
I mean, that's a straight up question to ask your players. And you get to see how they come back and show you how they want to play.
I guess that's why we're on the other side of the court, just watching on and commentating this game. Adut Bulgak looks for options here. The ball gets to Tenny. She has a clear lane to the basket. Makes the first 2 points here for South Sudan. Historic moment as they are playing in the semi-final for the first time. Sangare tries to find Kone. The ball rolls off her hands.
Oh, that was a good pass to her teammate Sangare as she attacked and tried to make that dish to Kone as South Sudan brings the ball up the floor.
Yamer finds Gakdeng, clear pathway there, and she makes the second basket here for South Sudan.
Continue to watch that matchup between Sika Kone and Gakdeng on this defensive play.
Dembele, Sika Kone from the baseline. Dembele with the rebound, opportunity for second chance points, and she's up to 5.
She has come to play with that energy that she had the last game, and you love to see it.
You love to see it, and no look pass there for Delisha Washington. South Sudan still trying to get things going here.
And all this is new to them. Every single game has been new to them. It's a different team, even though they're understanding AfroBasket is a strong tournament. They're adjusting while they're getting to know each other, and it's amazing to see live.
They're growing in leaps and bounds here, South Sudan. Great steal there in transition. Jenebanjai once again, 2 points here for Mali, and she is up to 8 points, leading all scorers.
Mali is not letting up, as they already seen this team in group play and only won by 2 earlier.
Delisha Washington. Another rebound by Sangare. Alima Dembele. Jenebanjai through the middle. Another option, blocked away by Nyamerdu. Back-to-back action here. Iffy. South Sudan will regain the ball possession, but let's look at that replay. Due with the block. And Teni, who scored South Sudan's first ever points in a semi-final at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket, goes to the bench.
We see here a press and how Siko is just pressuring Washington.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng tries to find space. There's a foul.
That matchup is what we're going to be locked in and laser focused on, because we have two young, talented stars representing their country. As you see, Gakdeng tries to go up hard, but Tika Kone gets her first foul.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng, 24 rebounds against Egypt in the qualifier for the quarterfinals. A record in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. On the line now. Sika Kone to Sissoko, to the baseline. Alima Dembele. The ball touches the rim, picked up by Kone. To the top, Sissoko. Jenebanjai gets her own rebound, picked up by Dembele. They'll reset. Sangare squares up. Another rebound here for Rose Matre Akon.
3 offensive opportunities for South Sudan and a steal.
Offensive foul here for Mali, but they had managed to get that ball. 13 points for Mali, 4 for South Sudan. 5 minutes, 17 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
I think because they haven't played a game in a while, that they've been really eager. All that energy has been built up because they're just playing with so much burst in today's first quarter.
They have one more game than South Sudan, who had to play qualifier to the quarterfinals. Delisha Washington. Washington with a fadeaway. 2 extra points here for South Sudan.
Oh, she's a great addition for South Sudan, as she is leading the team. Her last game, 17 points and 6 assists.
She's been given a South Sudanese name here, Nyandeng, by her teammates. Jenebanjai to Sissoko, squares out for the 3. Rebound by Akon. Outlet, stolen, Jenebanjai, another attempt here under the basket. They'll take it out. Finds Dembele. Foul.
This is the way a team that has the eyes on the prize, that championship game, should be playing, and Mali has come to play today.
The fans are having more fun than the players on the court at this point.
You love to see it because they're here cheering their ladies on.
Dembele makes the first one. First time that Mali go to the free throw line here. They're up to 14. The drums are in sync here. Alima Dembele misses the second. Rebound by Sangare. Ball is almost stolen there, and there's a foul. Gakdeng holding her right hip. She's up. And South Sudan with the ball. Yeah, there was a box out there. She fell hard on the floor, but she's a strong woman. She's up on her feet. Nyamerdu finds Delisha Washington. South Sudan. They'll retain the ball. 15 seconds here.
Mali is pulling the pressure on South Sudan. They're in their face. They don't even have space to breathe in the beginning of this game, and that is the reason why they are up 14-6.
Whoever wants to breathe can do that at the end of the game here. Maria Teresa Gakdeng finds Delisha Washington. Adut Bulgak. Yamerdu Bulgak. Through the middle. Takes the jumper. Bounces off the rim. Rosa Khan. Yamerdu for the three. Rebound picked up by Mali. Thanks to Kaididia Maiga. Alima Dembele squares up once again from the left side. Connects for the three-pointer.
Way to come and play. That's exactly what she did. She spots up and drains that three-point basket.
It is the second three-pointer here for Mali Gakdeng. Foul on Maiga. Change on the floor. Jenebanjai goes off and in comes Rukia Dumbia and Maimuna Haidara. South Sudan. Sarah Deng on the court for the first time. Adut Bulgak tries to get to the basket. Doesn't. Delisha Washington with a very incredible artistic steal there. Sarah Deng goes to the basket, kicks it out. Adut Bulgak fouled, shooting two.
That's a great attack to the basket by the captain on South Sudan, Adut Bulgak. As you see here, the pass up the floor and the steal from Delisha Washington.
It pays off as Bulgak goes to the free throw line. Drafted by the New York Liberty in 2016 as the 12th pick, the first ever South Sudanese to play in the WNBA. She's played in Spain, France, Israel, South Korea, Mexico, Angola, Russia, and the USA. Very experienced, and a dream come true for her to represent South Sudan here on the continental stage. Rukia Dumbia. Maimuna Haidara. Sira Chan for her first attempt at points here, and 1 for 1, she makes it count.
What a basket for Chinu as she drills that three-point shot.
Delisha Washington takes on Rukia Dumbia to the basket. Picked up by Maiga. Sira Chan, this time from the paint, makes it count, back-to-back. 5 points there already for Sira Chan from the bench.
The way that Mali gets up the floor is extremely fast. You have to know where they're at all times.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng with an extra 2 points here. She's up to 4 for South Sudan. Maimuna Haidara. Sira Chan, this time from the right. Another three-pointer! She can make no mistake and is up to 8 points already.
Oh, what a great start of the game for her. Even the last game, she had 13 points and 2 assists. And this is a great start in this semifinal.
Ball will go to Mali here. 25 and 8 for South Sudan. Sarah Chan from the corner. As many points as South Sudan at this point.
Corner to corner, she knocks down that three-point basket, and she has 6 points. 8 points of today.
Do you want a three? She'll give you a three. Do you need it from the left? Do you need it from the right? As the teams go to the timeouts. There will be an official's review here. Guy from Cameroon.
For black team, ruling on the floor is white ball. Okay, can we have directly? Okay. Okay. Can we have the tight angle? Yes. Okay, let's go back. One frame back. Okay, frame by frame, please. Okay. White. So what do you see? I see white ball, white hand.
The sample is a little bit blurry.
Yes, a little bit blurry. Go, baseline. Baseline camera. Yes, baseline camera. Yes,
The left one.
yes. Okay. So what do you see? Inconclusive.
Oh, go for my camera.
What camera we have?
In this one you cannot see. Main camera.
Main
and
camera,
go frame
yes.
by frame.
Okay, now frame by frame. Okay. Yes, can you?
Black.
Right. Black. I see black. You see black? Black. Okay. So last to touch was black.
Can we go back and see before?
Okay.
Go back a little bit. Here, now.
Okay, now.
We got black,
Black,
white,
black,
and then black again.
black again. Okay, so let's go to the end. Okay. So we can say it's black was last to touch the ball.
Yes.
Okay, so after review, we have black was last to touch, so we have possession for white. Okay? Let's go. In 12 seconds. Yes. Okay. White ball.
Well, there you have it from the referees. It will be Mali ball. 25 points for Mali here. They've used up their challenge. Rukia Doumbia, Maimouna Haidara on the best line. Doumbia finds Mama Cisse, fresh on the court. Sira Chan. Too many hands in the paint. She gets her own rebound. The ball doesn't drop. Gak Deng with yet another rebound here for South Sudan. That doesn't work out for the East Africans. Doumbia, Maimouna Haidara. Doumbia again, top of the key. Haidara. Maiga. Sira Chan takes the best line drive with the left hand from the right hand. Right side and just perfect there. Already up to 10 here. She's been averaging 6.7. And she's way above that. Sarah Deng takes on Maimouna Haidara. South Sudan looking for options here. Maiga. Rukia Doumbia. Sira Chan in transition. Mama Cisse. Easy basket through the middle there.
The way that Mali is playing is extremely amazing. What Sisa with 2 points.
This already looks like a one-sided game, but we know South Sudan, they love to fight. They've been in this position before. Gak Deng doesn't connect there from the pass. Came from Bulgak. Rukia Doumbia.
South Sudan in a zone defense.
And there it is, the end of the first quarter. Mali, 29-8 for South Sudan.
A great way to start the game as they enter the semifinals 3-0. They've already met South Sudan in their bracket Group B and is leading the way today. As you see, 62% from the 2-point line, 44% from the 3-point line, as the percentage of South Sudan is not up to par.
Let's look at what stood out here in the first quarter. Sissoko with the steal in transition. Jenebanjai with that bucket. But Alima Dembele, how good has she been from range with that three-pointer?
She's been playing well, but you see again, the captain steals the ball and goes and lays it up, and Njai again just making all the highlights in this first quarter play as she leads the way for her team with 8 points.
The fans of Mali are having so much fun here. South Sudan can't seem to get a grip of the ball as DI once again in transition makes it count. And Delisha Washington trying to get a bit of points there. Ball bumps the ring and gets on the inside.
You see the take from Chinnu, and she started to rally up some points on the board. And we know too well how this Mali team plays.
You can scan the QR code on your screen, download the courtside 1891 app with the extended highlights, live scores, and everything happening within the FIBA family. And, of course, the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. 3 minutes, 36 seconds for Sierra Chan, and she's already up to 10 points with an efficiency of 10. Mali. Mama Cisse, Sierra Chan, Kadidia Michael from the top of the key with another 3-pointer here. It is their 5th make here, Mali.
Oh, the energy is up, and Mali is putting pressure on South Sudan, but also contributing on the offensive end.
Adud Bulgak, the ball just doesn't make it. They're up to 32 here, Mali. Rukia Doumbia squares up, but doesn't amount to much. South Sudan looking to turn things around here. Delisha Washington on the left with the jumper. Rukia with the rebound. Waits for teammates. Maimuna Haidara. They will run down the clock here. Kadidia Maiga with another attempt. Mama Cisse is able to tap that ball out. Rukia Doumbia. Mama Cisse through the left. Ball is tapped away by Gakdeng.
One of the reasons why Malis are getting those 3-point opportunities is because South Sudan is in a zone and is leaving the shooters for Mali wide open because they want to clog that paint to be able to be in position for the rebounds, but you have to run out on shooters.
Wow, one leg jumper there from the queen herself, Sierra Chan, and she's up to 13 points here in less than 5 minutes play.
Mali is taking the opportunity to be consistent on that 3-point line while South Sudan sits in that zone.
Maimuna Haidara gets the steal. Down the right, 3 against 4. Maimuna Haidara squares up, and it is a shooting clinic here from Mali.
Mali is playing tremendous in the semifinals against South Sudan.
Haidara down the lane once again. Mali are up to 40 points with just 2 minutes played in the second quarter. South Sudan, 8 points. The bright starlets of South Sudan will have to find a spark here, but Sierra Charno attacking the defense there and on the baseline, squaring up nicely for the three-pointer there. She can shoot on the outside, she can shoot in the inside, and just overall a danger to South Sudan.
Mali is playing tremendous basketball, all on an accord, and all showed up to play in the semifinal game.
South Sudan, they must find answers now. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, Delisha Washington, top of the key. Yamer Dew. Yamer attacks the paint there, and it will be shooting too. Micah thought that she had her hands on the ball.
A good attack to the basket by Dew, going to the paint hard to shoot some free throws, as South Sudan has not made a free throw in this game, even though they've been to the line 4 times. Make that 6 with Dew as she makes the first one.
Maimouna Hadara there off the bench with 2 personal fouls here for Mali. But 1 team foul, 1 point for Nyamer Dew. She makes the second one as well. They're up to double digits. 10 points for South Sudan.
The way that this Mali team and their chemistry that they've had, it's because they built it from a young grassroots age, and now they're playing, representing their senior national team, and all have just been playing amazing.
Wow! Rukia Doumbia adds to the 3-point column here for Mali, and it's raining threes.
It's amazing how they showed up to play in this game.
And here you have basketball royalty, former champions of Africa, sitting courtside, watching the current generation. Yamer Dew finds Sarah Deng, top of the key. Mama Sisse with her first personal foul. Delisha Washington looks for space, turns around, uses the board. 2 extra points here for South Sudan. They look to have found their rhythm. Former WNBA player Clarice Mashangwana watching from the court. And Nasisela Mauricio also won the AfroBasket with Angola in the past. Mali, 6 minutes and a half to go now. 26 bench points for Mali, none for South Sudan. Haidara, Mama Sisse, Shueli, Rosa Khan with the rebound.
We could see that South Sudan is trying to pick up the tempo. They just need to play their game at their pace, but Mali is just battling with them and making it hard to set their rhythm and go to the positions that they need to cut and set screens. Mali is up in their face, and what will South Sudan do in this game?
Mali up in their face indeed. 8 steals already as Mama Sisse goes to the bench. There's concern on the face here of the South Sudanese players as they look on. They have to find some hope from somewhere. Alima Dembele back on the floor. 9 points for her already in this game. Delisha Washington squares up for the 3, air ball, picked up by Dembele.
We can see here that Mali is taking no prisoners because they want to make it to the championship game, as Dembele attacks the basket and Washington with the rebound.
Yamer Dew in transition. Delisha Washington with the putback. Beautiful to see. Up to 4 points.
Mali running the clock
43 for Mali, 14 for South Sudan. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter.
They really started this game gun blazing and was just incredible as we see Du go up strong for that layup, but Delisha Washington gets the offensive board and puts it back up.
South Sudan, Adut Bulgak looking for points and finally gets 3 here for South Sudan.
We've seen South Sudan in this type of situation all tournament long, and they have come back either to lose by 2 or win the game.
And guess who's looking like they want to win this game? Rukia Doumbia with another 3-pointer here for Mali. She's up to 5 points.
Mali is saying, if you're going to play us, so we're going to show you that we can shoot it. Not only play on the inside, but we can spot up and play on the outside.
13 assists here for Mali, 4 for South Sudan. Bulgak, her attempt doesn't go far. Alberto Antuno looking on here. Rosa Kohn fighting for the ball there. And we see the captain, Janeba Njai, on the floor. She's up now.
A superb first half for Mali.
Dana Balayera looking for her first points in this game. The ball will go to South Sudan.
That was the first attempt to pass the ball inside as they've been lining it up on that 3-point line and shooting at a high 3-point percentage.
Delisha Washington, 9 points for South Sudan in this quarter, 16 for Mali. Sarah Deng through the lane, finds the angle and gets the 2 points here for South Sudan.
We talked about getting stops and scores, and I know you're going to say it's easier than it sounds, but that's exactly what you have to do as the game flows. You have to get stops and you have to score. You have to get stops, you have to get score, and that's what South Sudan can do to cut that lead as we see this strong take by Deng and the 2-point basket.
Il faut que tu viennes à force. C'est Elisa et toi. Vous deux là, il faut que vous soyez devant vos yeux à temps. Est-ce que c'est clair? En défense. Donc soyez présents. Tant que vous n'impactez pas, ils vont avoir des facilités de marquer des paniers faciles. Côté ballon, défendez.
C'est pour se démarquer. On
va avec elle. Et en attaque, recalmez-vous encore. Ça va aller. On peut jouer nos systèmes.
Wow.
Ça va venir.
Juste open et laisse-la passer. Don't step out. Surtout si tu as la deux, ok?
Allez, on tient bon.
Surtout avec la deux, reste avec elle.
Alima Dembele with that beautiful 3-pointer from the left. Rukia Doumbia from the middle. It's from all angles that the threes are raining and from all players here for Mali. 8 3-pointers. 3 for Sira Chano, 1 each for Rukia Doumbia, Maimuna Haidara, Kadidia Maiga, 2 for Dembele. You never know where the threes are coming from at this point.
Yeah, you see South Sudan get up out of that zone because they were lighting up on the 3-point line.
And South Sudan almost got scared there as they continue to defend. 45 for Mali, 19 for South Sudan. We've seen South Sudan come from a 19-point deficit and win by 10 against Egypt. Can they find that warrior-like spirit here before we go into the halftime break?
I think South Sudan is a team that faced the most adversity with those games in this tournament. And you just see how they have fought. But Mali's just playing amazing. I'm just very, like, in awe about what I've just seen in the first 2 quarters.
All of these Malian players have played on the African continent, one at the under-16, some at the under-18 as well, and played at multiple World Cups at the junior level.
It just seems like in this tournament, everything has clicked for them. They're on one accord. They know where the other teammate's gonna be. They know when to attack it, and they just are playing with that confidence. As you see here, they have 18 fast break points to South Sudan's 4.
Good rebound there from Balaera. Rokea Dumbia. Beautiful find there, Jenebanjai on the best line, and the South Sudanese did not see her coming from the right side.
And you see they're having fun with it, as Jenebanjai has 10 points in this game already.
13 points for Sira Chan. Jenebanjai with the 10, 9 for Alima Dembele, as Mali find their rhythm here in this semi-final.
What a great pass and great execution from Mali.
It is pure hustle here in this semi-final. There's a place to the final on the line here. Umaru Sidia, the only African coach in the semi-finals of this edition, getting kudos from the Malian fans. Delisha Washington, who's played the most minutes of any player in this competition, goes to the bench for the first time. She's been averaging 16.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists for South Sudan. Is animation there on the court side from Alberto Antuno. And there is a technical foul on the Spanish coach of South Sudan.
I think he was trying to get the refs' attention that there was 6 Malian players on the court. And in doing that, he got a technical, and that's just not something that he expected. But Dembele gets to shoot that free throw as
she misses it. But she's already done so much here, Alima Dembele. 9 points for her, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And Antuna continues to be animated on the court side.
Even sometimes what you're saying is right. Sometimes the refs will ignore it if it's too much, but we already know he plays or he coaches with passion as the ref sorts it out.
Well, both of them are Spanish-speaking. Juliris Lauria from Puerto Rico, the referee on the court. They understand each other, so no qualms. The basketball must continue. 47 for Mali, 19 for South Sudan. 2 minutes and a half to play. Sarah Deng tries to find the South Sudanese player. Yamer Diou on the ball. Ball is stolen here. Sissoko, thanks to Dembele. Alima Dembele tries to square up Sissoko. She will wait. Jenebanjai takes on Sarah Deng. There's a bit of a mismatch. The ball is taken by Gak Deng.
I mean, that was still great ball movement for Mali. They just couldn't hit that.
Hassle for the ball, and it will go to Mali. Well, let's watch the replay here. And it will be Mali ball. Sissoko. Jenebanjai. the captain of this Malian ship, Sissoko. Under 2 minutes here. Balayera to Sissoko. She goes through the middle with the jumper. Gakdeng tries to get the rebound. Jenebanjai with the 1-2 step. Sarah Deng down the lane, 1v1. Takes the ball. Doesn't get it into the rim there. Mali.
This has been a game for Mali and South Sudan as they are competing in the semifinals.
Balayera takes on Gakdeng, fouled.
It seems like South Sudan don't have a word for Mali in this game, even though these two teams have met in group play, with Mali beating them by just 2 points, as we see here the take from Balayera as she is going to the basket.
Mali 1 for 3 on the free throw line here, 33% today. They've done so well in this game, shooting from the outside. That's her fast point here. Diana Balayera grew up in France and is the only player on this team who hasn't played for Mali at the underage level. Delisha Washington. Caught by the referee there. Half-court violation.
This defense from Mali is really rattling South Sudan, as you can see the backcourt pass from Washington to Belgat as it's Mali ball.
Jenebanjai. Alima Dembele looks for options here. Takes the attempt from the free throw line. She goes back up against Gakdeng. Rebound by Adut Bulgak.
Even these second chance opportunities from Mali is just showing their toughness in this game.
Nyamer Diu. Nyamer finds Bulgak, the captain of South Sudan. Nyamer Diu takes on the Malian defense. The ball comes off the rim. And the leg right there of Yar Mayen. South Sudan yet to find their rhythm here. Mayen frustrated. Sangare to Sissoko. Leader of this Malian team from the backcourt, Jenebanjai, foul and basket from the baseline.
What an amazing effort from the captain as she attacks the baseline and goes up for the and one play.
Mali is a team that believe in each other, whether it is the starters or the substitutes. You can see how they move that ball. They understand what it means to play together. 16 assists for them, 12 points for the captain in this game. Sangare, Sissoko, Alima Dembele, Diana Balayera takes on Gakdeng. Sissoko back on the outside. Shot clock violation. Great defense from South Sudan.
A great defensive scheme from South Sudan as we end the half.
50 points for Mali, 19 from South Sudan. 31-point difference here, and the fans of Mali love it. The players walk with confidence, heads up high as they go to the dressing room here, the Malians.
What a game we have seen so far in this first half. As we look at the statistics, 48% from the two, shooting 12 for 25. And from the three-point line, 47, 8 for 17. 31 rebounds for Mali, 16 assists, and triumphing over South Sudan as they lead in 18 rebounds and 4 assists.
It's been an incredible showdown here from the Malian. Sarah Chono from the bench, 13 points. Jeneba Njai, the captain, with 12. Dembele with the 9. But on the other side for South Sudan, Delisha Washington, the captain, with 6 points here. And Gat Deng with 4, as well as Sarah Deng.
One thing's for sure, two things for certain. We're going to see a lot of three-point attempts and makes from Mali as they're playing together. There you see the block from Gat Deng, but still Mali is playing tremendous in this quarter as Haidara gets her 5 points in this game from that three-point shot and that layup.
8 3-pointers here for Mali, 5 different shooters. Maimuna Haidara, one of them, and the standout has been Sarah Chono with the 3 for 3 as Rukia Dumbia squared up from the top of the key and added to that count.
It's just been incredible to watch. As you see here, Washington trying to make something shake for South Sudan as she has 6 points. And we see here the offensive rebound that she gave and the putback. And Duke Belgat with that three-point basket, but it was Mali and the way they moved their ball as Wool hit that shot. And Njai just doing what she does best as the captain, leading the way for this team as she has 12 points.
Well, there it is. We go into the halftime break. We'll be back after a short period.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Thomas crosses, pass to Van Kamp. That is fantastic play by Cameroon.
Mali energy. Chiziane with the backhanded basket.
What an amazing move. She fakes left and drives right and twists her body for that basket.
The indomitable Lionesses. Thomas. No look pass. And Wadu sent out of bounds by Balagoon.
Mali once again get another rebound. 8 rebounds for them already. Dembele with another turnaround pin flare, and it's up to 8 points.
They have a lot of offensive firepower. New shot sent back. McCoy rescues the possession. McCoy! She drops it in. And she'll pick up the 2, a chance for the and 1.
That was a great move to the basket.
Looking to work here, Dew. Shot clock down to 1. And there is some defense from Nancy Combi. Sends it out.
Finds Dembele on the outside. They get the rebound here. Sarah Chono. Jeneba Njai. Wow, beautifully done. Ice in her veins, and that's a dagger from the captain of this Malian team.
Tries another runner. That one for Tamira. pitches it ahead, Senate fakes. It's blocked and sent back. Sahi comes back on the chase down.
That is Sahi's 4th block in this game. She's been very remarkable on defense for Cote d'Ivoire. That's the perfect reaction from Senegal.
Quickly up and down the floor. See the work on the defensive end again. Trying to find Kulu inside. Now it is Kello, fancy footwork. Oh, puts her in a spin and drops in the 2 points.
That would be a great move for Ekelu right now. As you see, she takes a Bugat and spins and gets the layup at an and one.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back from that halftime break. It's been quality basketball here as we look at Delisha Washington, who's been the shining star here for the Bright Starlets.
She's been very solid in this tournament play, but she's leading the way in today's game with 6 points.
2 points from the field, 3 for 8 there from the field, and that step back there off one leg for the 2 points was just exceptional play.
You see here, this was Washington's first bucket of the game with that leading sideways 2-point 15-footer as she is trying to make something go for this South Sudan team. Their debut in this tournament, and they have been playing amazing. They might be down, but I have to say, like, this tournament, they've been playing well. So hopefully they come out of this timeout with some energy and laser focus as we see them come from that deficit from Egypt to win that game.
Absolutely. On the other side, Sierra Chano off the bench, 13 points, 50% from the field, and 3 for 3 from the 3-point line.
She's been leading the way very confidently, shooting on all ends and areas of the court. This is the first 3-pointer of her from her points, and she's playing amazing. She's playing with confidence. She's young. She's attacking the basket, going up strong. She's shooting literally every single place on this floor as she is leading the way for for Mali.
21 years of age, 13 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound in 6 minutes, 47 seconds here for Sierra Chan of Mali from the baseline. She was able to connect for the 3 points there for Mali, and she continues to enjoy and bring that energy for Mali. As we see the legends here, courtside, Fon Udoka, 2-time African champion with Nigeria, 2-time MVP. And next to her, of course, is a legend from Senegal, Fatou Kiné, won the 1981 FIBA Women's AfroBasket for the Lionesses of Teranga. And then you have from Mozambique, the legends themselves, Uriela Manave, Esperanza Sambo, and Marta Monjane.
We talked about how it's so nice to see them come back, and proud of how every single team is playing now. They lead in the way, and this is legends in the building here, legends. So it's nice to see them show up, see their smile on their face, and cheer for everybody, not just their own country, but for honestly, the young women that have been playing in this tournament. As we see the team leaders of this game, Chinu with 13 points, Maiga with 5 rebounds, and Sissoko with 4 assists for Mali.
It's been an all-round great performance here for Mali. 21 years of age, Sira Chono, just doing the damage here. 13 points, 100% from behind the arc, 71% from the field. As a coach, come on. She deserves all the high fives at the halftime break.
And it's like they have been playing together, so can you call them veterans at this point? They've been playing since they were young, and now they're on the senior national team. But we look at this team leaders for South Sudan, Washington with 6 points, Washington with 4 rebounds, and Washington with 1 assist. And you know, her first women's AfroBasket, and she's really been put to the test, attacking in every way, leading, rebounding, and it's so nice to see her and this a new addition to the South Sudan team. But who else is going to step up and get that rolling as she's leading with points, rebounds, and assists in this game?
Well, the fact that Delisha Washington as a point guard is leading the rebounds column in a team that has great length, and by the way, coming from the tallest population on the African continent, means that they really need to step up here. We see Tenny getting in a couple of words there before they get into the action here in the second half.
There's 20 more minutes to play in this game, and as we've seen South Sudan come back from a miraculous deficit against Egypt to win by 10, it can happen, and anything can happen in this tournament. But Mali, the energy and how they've been playing together, it's just, you can't beat that excellence.
You can't beat that excellence. They've done it at the youth level, and now they try to rebuild once again here. This Malian team, champions in 2007 in Dakar, Senegal. They beat the hosts at the time, 63-56, and they're just trying to go to another final.
We're gonna try to score.
À défendre surtout. Surtout la défense, parce que c'est ce qui facilite le travail de l'attaque. Si vous défendez bien, l'attaque va être plus facile. Est-ce que c'est clair? On reste dans les mêmes normes, on va vite, ou on place un jeu rapide, un système là. C'est bon? Allez.
Les 3 premières minutes, les 3 premières minutes, ne leur donnez pas espoir, hein. OK? Allez. Allez, on fait 4. Zone ou vite, zone.
Mali return with the starting 5 that began the ascendance in this game against South Sudan. Sangare, Jenebanjai, Sissoko, Sika Kone, Alima Dembele. South Sudan on the other side will have to play defense. Alima, Dembele, Sangare takes on Washington, sees a bit of a mismatch. Sika Kone in the paint with the turnaround, gets one over Gakdeng.
Sika Kone was on the bench because they were lighting up the floor with the 3-point shots, and she really didn't have to be in, but it's nice to see her going in the start of this third quarter.
Missed opportunity here for South Sudan as Bulgak tries to get the ball there to Mayen, but it's a turnover.
You see here Sika Kone doing what she does best, that one dribble turnaround for that 2-point basket.
Sika Kone. Good defense there from South Sudan. They have to get something here on this possession and try and build. Adut Bulgak against Sika Kone. Both players with WNBA experience. Delisha Washington through the middle. First 2 points here for South Sudan in the third quarter.
And she has 8 points in this game.
52 for Mali, 21 for South Sudan. Sissoko tries to get her range there. Sangare with the rebounds. Kone on the ground. Ball stolen by South Sudan. Bulgak. Mayen in the corner. Texon Sangare aims to that ice there and makes it extra 2 points here.
They have really picked up their tempo in the beginning of this third quarter that we did not see in the first half.
Sissoko finds Sika Kone. There's a mismatch there. Sissoko takes on Gakdeng. Jenebanjai, the captain. Shot clock violation. The South Sudanese will be proud of that defense.
Definitely, as we know that South Sudan knows how to get stops and scores. We've seen them in this position throughout this tournament, and they have come to play today. And I think that that energy in that second half has really propelled them to cut the score as much as possible.
South Sudan, Delisha Washington. Gakdeng finds Yamer, but the ball is stolen here. Jenebanjai down the lane. Ball is tapped away by Yamer Du. And you can read the lips there on Yamer Du's lips. She's saying she wasn't going up. But let's look at the replay here. Looks like she had gone off her pivot. Jenebanjai, the free throw, misses the first one. The captain of this team plays for Caledonia Gladiators, averaging 12.3 points, 0.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists in this tournament. Mali established a 30-point lead here in the third quarter. Well, for this South Sudanese side, the Bright Starlets, they've already set history, become the first South Sudanese team to go to the semifinals of an African competition. Delisha Washington finds Adut Bulgak from the 3-point line. Mayen. Ball taken away by Sika Kone. Sissoko. Sangare to the basket. There's no defense there.
What a beautiful take to the basket. As you see, Sangare just lays it up beautifully.
The ball movement here for Mali is just extraordinary. Yamer Du through the middle, turns around. Basket for South Sudan. Du is up to 4 points now. Mali looking for extra points. Basket good for Alima Dembele. She's up to 11 points. And the third player here for Mali in double digits today.
They are playing tremendous. Mbele with 11 points, matching her average 11.3, as she takes it to the basket.
Great footwork there from Alima Dembele. She beats the length of Du. Sissoko. Sika Kone comes face to face with Gakdeng. Ball picked up there by Sangare, and the putback for second chance points.
The way that they're playing is extremely amazing and important as they continue to get this win in the semifinals. As we see Washington trying to go up strong, but Dembele knocks the ball out. But Sika Kone shooting her basket, and Sangare just bulldozing to get that offensive rebound.
And you can see the chest is out there on the bench and the strength sign there for the Malians. Rosacon on the baseline, up against Sikakone, turns around. The ball is taken. Back again, Rosacon Matre for the 2 points for South Sudan. South Sudan, they'll have to find a consistent number of stops here, turn things around on offense. They're coming up against a well-oiled machine in Mali. They've played together for over 5 years, these same players.
I mean, when you have them playing together for over 5 years, it's gonna click. And it continues to click in this tournament. Amazing how they've been playing together.
South Sudan lose another opportunity. Oh, they still have the ball actually. Mayen looking for options here. Gakdeng posting up. There's a foul called on Sangare. Gakdeng has not really gotten a hold of the ball so far.
She has not, but then it attests to the Mali's defense, because if the guards can't pass her the ball, what will happen as Sangare has 2 fouls?
Gakdeng takes on Sangare once again. There's a foul on the floor, shooting 2.
I mean, that was one of the lesser scenes that we've seen her have the ball, and she goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng uses her length there, comes up against Sangare. The movement there is what gets her in trouble. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, 24 rebounds against Egypt. A new women's FIBA AfroBasket record here. Misses the second one. Mali, 59-27 for South Sudan. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Sikakone sends the ball to the outside. Dembele. Jenebanjai tries to use the board. The ball is picked up by Sangare. Rosacon with the steal. Yamerdu, the lane is clear and she makes no mistake.
We know how they chip away, get a stop, get a score, as Du has 4 points in this game.
30-point game here. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jenebanjai. Alima Dembele checks Rosacon. Gakdeng with yet another rebound here for South Sudan. She's up to 5 rebounds here. Delisha Washington. There's no one to help her. She makes the extra 2 points there.
I mean, she can't be stopped as she's trying to get to the basket and making something shake for this team as she takes it strong to the hole.
10 points for Delisha Washington, 4 rebounds, 2 steals in this game. Good pressure on Mali here. The fans following all of the action inside the Palais des Sports in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, on the west coast of Africa. Rukia Doumbia back on the floor now. Mayen finds Sarah Deng. Sarah Deng back on the floor. Started playing the game of basketball in Adelaide, Australia, and now representing her nation. Rosacon loses the ball there. Sikakone finds Rukia Doumbia. Outward pass to Haidara. Sees some space against Gakdeng. And with the great finish there, even if the ball almost looked like it was coming up to 7 points.
Look at Haidara take it strong to the basket, and it bumps inside the net and leaves Haidara with 7 points.
Delisha Washington with a turnaround. Rukia Dumbia finds the rebounds. Mali. Sika Kone gets the ball, turns around. Good rebound from Delisha Washington. South Sudan looking for options. They've actually outscored Mali in this quarter, 12 for 11. And with that finish, there's a foul.
Slowly they're chipping away as South Sudan is not giving up no matter what they see on the score. As you see, McCoy taking it to the basket and getting the and one to go to the free throw line.
Rose Akon Manchwe just doing enough to get those points and make it count here for South Sudan. They will go to the timeout, get a breather as well.
Okay? We are fighting and we are doing good. Just 11 points, okay? Just 11 points in this quarter. Good job, guys. Good job. Now, one free throw. We are in 33, okay? We're in 33. Let's gonna try to be aggressive, trap it. We drop, and we are in men. However you match, we match. And then yellow, okay? And then yellow. We need one more effort of 3 more minutes. We're gonna finish this quarter like solid, okay? We are doing a good effort, okay? And you are being brave, eh? I'm proud, eh? Let's go. Let's go.
Beautiful there from Delisha Washington to beat the Malian defense. But look at the acceleration, the precision, and eyes on the bucket. Delisha Washington, she's really been the leader of this South Sudanese team.
She has been leading the way since the tournament start, but in today's game, she has 10 points and 5 rebounds for South Sudan.
Rose Akon, one of the senior players on this South Sudanese team. She's played in Uganda for the UCU Lady Cannons. She's played in Rwanda as well. And just continuing to amass that experience in Morocco, in Tangier, in the north, next to Spain. Mali. Maimouna Haidara, Mama Cisse back on the court. Sira Chono finds Sika Kone, the dribble and the energy into those 2 points, and recognizes the pass from Sira Chono.
We like the way that they are playing as Sika Kone goes up strong but points to her teammates saying, I see you, and we love to see it.
I love it. Delisha Washington once again to the basket. Good defense from Rukia Dumbia. Sira Chono once again squares up. Mama Cisse to the basket. Good rebound from Maimouna Haidara. Cisse finds the South Sudanese wall. Sira Chon, air ball. The fans love everything that they see on the court. Maimouna Haidara. She'll go to the bench. One of the very exciting players at this competition, playing her 3rd FIBA Women's AfroBasket, first in 2021, then 2023 in Kigali, and now Sika Kone, Rukia Dumbia. Sika Kone as a double team, Adut Bulgak. Mama Cisse gets to the left. Wow, nice finish there from Cisse.
She saw a way and laid it up, slicing between 2 blacks and South Sudan jerseys.
Beautiful jumper there from Sarah Dank. It's 7 a.m. in Adelaide, Australia. Her family are watching and proud of everything she's doing here. Sarah Dank. Sierra Chono to the right. Foul.
Chinu is really taking over this game. And as we hope she's okay, she's taking a little bit time to get up, but just look at this pass. And as she sliced through the middle, you have Sisa just not giving up on that play and getting some points on the board for her, as she has 4.
Well, if you want to work on your footwork, please fly to Mali. It's very clear right now. 4 points for Sika Kone, 6 rebounds. Sierra Chono with an opportunity to add to her count here today. She's up to 13 points. Misses the first one. It's the first time she's going to the free throw line. 3 assists for her, 1 rebound for Sierra Chono. Her average before this game was 6.7 and is up to 14.
She's playing amazing, and you really can't ask for more. 14 rebounds and 3 assists in today's game, and we still have 10 more minutes left in a new quarter.
Under 1 minute here. There's a 25-second differential on the clock. Good defense there from Mali. They retain the ball. 30-point game now as we go to the end of the 3rd quarter. Offensive foul there on South Sudan. Rukia Doumbia through the middle. There was contact from Gakdeng.
We could see here taking it hard to the basket and getting the foul as Doumbia slides on the floor.
Rukia Doumbia makes it count on the free throw line. How do you stop a team that has so many talented players here?
The way that Mali is playing is definitely impeccable. The way that they have showed up every single game in this tournament as a team.
As a team, keyword, Adut Bulgak for the 3. Rebounds, Sierra Chono.
I really don't know. Honestly, I can't answer that.
Beautiful play there from Sangare. Experience from the veteran here. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Mali 70, South Sudan 36.
The drums are rocking in this building as the Mali fans are on their feet, proud of this young team playing so hard in every single game in this tournament. And as we can see here, the statistics, 53% from the 2-point, but 40% as South Sudan is only shooting 8% from the 3 and 47% from the 2. And let's take a look at the 3rd quarter's best play. And it starts with the captain as she goes aggressively, but you see Washington right here attacking the basket, and Sangare just doing a nice finger roll layup on the baseline as she has contributed 4 points in this game.
Beautifully done there from Alima Dembele to drive into the paint, uses her body and expertise to make it count. On the other side, Yamer Dew pulls one back for South Sudan. Delisha Washington drives against the Malian defense, up in the air, uses the board, makes it count for South Sudan.
You see here Haidara just attacking the basket, that baseline, and getting that 2-point basket. Has stepped up when she comes off the bench, and Sika Kone passing it to her teammate Sisa as she lays the ball up. And again, another amazing drive for Mali as Dabo scores that basket.
You can scan that QR code on your screen, download the Courtside 1891 app, and get all extended highlights, scores, and live updates from the entire FIBA family. Delisha Washington. South Sudan. Less than 10 minutes here to recover. A place in the coveted final of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket is on the line here.
That was a great start, an attack from Washington as the fourth quarter has started as she goes to the free throw line.
Washington locks in, gets the first one.
This would be her first free throw attempt in this game.
South Sudan get their points to 37 there. Rukia Dumbia. There's contact there. And you can see Maimuna Haidara trying to get the ball to Mama Cisse. 3 personal fouls for Maria Teresa Gakdeng. Rukia Dumbia tries to find Balayera. Mama Cisse to the rescue with the opportunity off the glass.
Every white jersey on this floor is in the right position at the right time. And it's Mali basketball.
Gakdeng. Delisha Washington checks Balayera. Gakdeng on the inside. Ball is blocked.
Great defense from Mali on that defense possession.
Rukia Dumbia leading with legacy here. Mama Cisse, beautiful there. Balayera with the rebound. Second chance points here for Mali, up to 74.
Just not letting up on the offensive end. You see right here the block, the take, and the finish from Belleria as she has 3 points.
15 offensive rebounds for Mali today, 5 for South Sudan.
Washington will go to the free throw line as she's trying to make something go for this South Sudan team, as she takes it hard to the basket and gets fouled.
Frustration there on the face of Delisha Washington. She's done well for South Sudan here. 11 points, 2 steals, 5 rebounds. Mama Cisse with the all-important rebound here for Mali. Rukia Dumbia. Wow, the turnaround there from Mali. Just important to see them shining. Kamita Dabo back on the court. Sarah Deng checks Balayera. Tenny tries to find Gakdeng. There's contact.
Like you said, it's hard to get Gakdeng the ball on that post because they really are battling. She has to earn every single touch in this game against Mali, as they're making it very hard on the defensive end in general for the whole South Sudan team.
Tenny tries to get the ball to Gakdeng. Balayera thought she had her hands on it, and it will go back to South Sudan ball. The bright starlets of South Sudan, they've been impressive here in this competition, but they found a very well-oiled machine in Mali. Very experienced at this level. Delisha Washington with another 2 points. She goes into double digits here and is the first South Sudanese player with 11 points.
She's just trying to be aggressive on the offensive end, and every time she gets the ball.
Kamita Dabo with the attempt on the 3. Ball secured here by Piath Gabriel. Delisha Washington once again. This time, Maimuna Haidara picks the rebound over Gabriel. Balayera with the one hand. Gakdeng makes the ball safe. South Sudan.
You see Delisha Washington finally calling a play, as she's been doing a lot of one-on-one, trying to make some scores for South Sudan. So hopefully they facilitate and pass the ball to get a good shot.
Delisha Washington with the 3-pointer from the right side. There was not much of defense here from Mali, and she makes it count.
And that's because they moved the ball left to right, and it went right back in her hands as she nails that shot, as she has 16 points in today's game.
32-point game here. Maimuna Haidara, great rebound from Delisha Washington. We already spoke about this. Mali have one less game than South Sudan. Could be tired legs here.
42 bench points for Mali and 11 bench points for South Sudan. And that just shows you how much every single player from Mali has contributed in this game, as we watch that take from McCoy or from Tenny as she gets fouled.
Well, Mali 74-42 for South Sudan. Mali, one of the powerhouses of African basketball. 9 under-18 women's AfroBasket titles in 17 editions. They've won every title at the under-16 level, 18-8. They're champions of the continent in the senior level in 2007 in Dakar. They have silver in 2009 and 2021. And they won bronze in 1968, in 2011, 2017, 2019, and 2023. And this time, they could go to the final.
They are a consistent team that has been right there on all these women AfroBaskets, just chipping away. And we are 5 minutes and 50 seconds away from them to reach the championship game tomorrow.
Absolutely. 15 offensive rebounds here for Mali, 8 3-pointers. We saw much of that in the first 2 quarters. They've really been focusing on scoring in the paint in the second half of the game.
Even though they have been focused on that, they were able to knock down so many 3-point baskets. They've been amazing. I have no word for what I've seen Mali has played, as they are doing on the defensive and the offensive end. Whatever any team has thrown at them, they have found a way out of it. Whether they have Sika Kone with foul trouble on the bench, everybody steps up, and that is a test because they've been playing together ever since they were the unders youth team.
Absolutely. Under 16, under 18, and of course winning those championships means that they go to the World Cup the following year. So each of these players has played at a Junior World Cup once or at least twice. Maimuna Haidara.
You see South Sudan back in that zone.
That goes off from Haidara. Washington once again down the lane, an extra 2 points here for her, up to 16.
I mean, she has been extremely focused in this game, attacking the basket and doing what she can for this South Sudan team.
Mama Sise blocked by Gakdeng. Tenny, the ball bounces off the rim. Balayera with the rebound. Rukia Dumbia. 4 minutes here, 36 seconds to play. The clock is ticking. Mama Cisse. Washington in the right place at the right time. Finds Nyamer Dew. Tenny gets the rebound.
They want to look to score quick in these minutes to come with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Washington with another three-point basket as she has 19 for South Sudan. She is not letting up as she's trying to give her all. She has so much energy and so much will in her in this game.
Mama Cisse turns around. Ball is picked up by Maimuna Haidara. Kamita Dabu. The hustle on the floor. Delisha Washington at every opportunity, fighting and leaving everything on the floor, literally, for South Sudan.
That's exactly what you want to see, your floor general doing what they could do best as Washington spots up for that three-point basket, making it 19 points for South Sudan.
She's been an impeccable player here. Addition for South Sudan. Mali, their ball movement has been short of near perfect here. They've been perfect. As we see Mayen here come down the length, sorry, Perina Leme. Good hands there from Mali. Washington takes a break on the bench. Sarah Dank with the left hook there from the left, and Rosa Khan with a second chance point here for South Sudan. Under 3 minutes.
McCoy gets that offensive rebound and puts it back up as she has 7 points for South Sudan.
Sissoko back on the floor. She'd taken a long break after the bench showed what they can do. Alima Dembele with a turnaround. Ball comes off Akon. Sissoko. Sangare, top of the key, takes on Gabriel. Ball is taken away by Rosa Khan. She's up to 8 rebounds, Rosa Khan, and 7 points here. Sarah Dank tries to use the best line. Akon Matre. Akon takes on Sika Kone. Alima Dembele helps. Sissoko almost gets the ball. Mayen. Sika Kone gets the ball to Sangare. Alima, there's a double team there. Takes the ball out. Sika Kone from the dip end. Beautiful, you can see what it means to her here, Sika Kone. And the drums just got louder inside the Palais des Sports. Alima Dembele. And the ball will go to Mali.
You could just see the fight that Mali has contributed and have done and started. You can see Sika Kone, her foot was on the line even though she puts up 3. It's a great shot to see her take as she runs back with smiles on her face.
That is her first three-pointer here in this 2025 edition. 6 points, 6 rebounds. The players joining in with the fans as they enjoy the beat of the drums here. Lame, good put back there from South Sudan. All the players now on the bench getting a feel of the game, and on the court for the first time, Anger Wall. Under 1 minute here. Jenebanjai, Sikakone squares up to go up top. Gets her own rebound. Ball is stolen. Gabriel. Perina Leme is double teamed.
They are still putting the pressure on no matter what the score is, and this is amazing. As you see the fans up on their feet, as they have been the whole game. What a game it's been for Mali.
As you said, Ife, it's been a great day of quality basketball here in Abidjan, a great week showcasing the best 12 teams on the African continent. Rose Akon, rebound, Sangare, finds Sissoko, takes the three-point attempt. And as we head to the end of this game, Félicitations, congratulations to Mali. 76 Mali, 50 South Sudan. And the West Africans will go to yet another final at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket and a chance to fight for the title against the defending champions, Nigeria.
Oh, they played so amazing in this tournament.
Congratulations to Mali. There will be celebration all the way from Bamako, Sikasso, Timbuktu, Sego, Kayes, Mopti, and Gao cities across the Malian country, this great powerhouse of the continent. They've been building for many years. They've been trying to get to this level. They looked comfortable today, and you can see what it means to these players.
I'm just really impressed at this young team and the way that they have played in the 4 games in this tournament. They really showed that they played together as a team with chemistry, with connection, and they are proud as they wave their flags high and celebrate.
11 of the 12 Malian players scored here today, and Fone Sissoko, who was unable to score, made 5 assists. They really had a fantastic performance, outstanding 23 assists, 11 steals on defense, on offense, Rukia Dumbia, and all of them just able to shine here, and you can see what it means to them. Tears of joy for Umaru Sidia's side.
And it's crazy because they're so young. We will see them again and again and again for years to come.
For years to come. Most of them are 21, 22, 23. And Ife, take us through this game.
I mean, 19 points off of turnovers, 38 points in the paint, 42 bench point contributions. Everyone on Mali played. Everyone but one player has scored. I mean, you have 23 assists. You play together. You win together. You celebrate together.
Absolutely great moment here for Malian basketball. For everyone watching across the world, this is the biggest factory of grassroots basketball on the African continent. They deserve this victory. They're celebrating this one, and you have to be happy for them. They've given everything, and they've made their country proud.
I would definitely agree with you when you say they deserve this win. And we're both just smiling ear to ear for this team, because I don't think a team has played like this in this tournament, like a team basketball. And this is going to be a special team for years to come for Mali.
It is going to be a special team as we see them celebrate here with Hamsha Maiga, 2007 champion with Mali in Senegal. But the numbers here, 8 3-pointers by 5 different players for Mali.
I mean, getting to the free throw line being 50% to South Sudan's 33%, but 54 rebounds for Mali, 23 assists for Mali. I mean, we've talked about how they played as a team, and those 23 assists is a test to that.
21 points for Delisha Washington for South Sudan in double digits, but Sierra Chono coming off the bench to score 14. Geneva Njai with the 13. Dembele Alima with the 11 for Mali. They've really done an amazing job, but for South Sudan, they can be very proud of their performance, coming to the semifinals in their first appearance. And of course, continuing to make history. First team from South Sudan to go to the semifinals of an AfroBasket is just beautiful to watch.
Absolutely. South Sudan definitely needs to be proud of how they showed up in their first women's AfroBasket, making it all the way to the semifinals. They will play against Senegal for the 3rd and 4th place. But as we take a look at the best play of the 4th quarter, again, South Sudan, Washington lighting it up on that 3-point line, ending the game with 19 points, doing the most that she can. But now she knows what it feels like to represent South Sudan and play hard as she's attacking the basket. And Siko Kone's 3-point shot, her first of this tournament, as she and her teammates were cheering her on that possession.
Absolutely incredible there from the WNBA player. Washington Mystics just having so much fun out here, representing Mali at the biggest stage of the African continent. And now they book their place in the final against Nigeria. But for South Sudan, all the way from Mopti, Rumbek, wow, Juba, Bachok, yay. It will be a sense of pride to know that their team came here with a wild card, made it to the semifinals, defeated for the first time Uganda and Egypt, who are in the same zone, and they can build on that. Well, there it is. Côte d'Ivoire finishing 7th in this competition, Cameroon finishing 5th, Nigeria defeating their arch-rivals Senegal for a place in the final, and of course Mali with that last ticket. It is the big game tomorrow, but before that, Senegal will take on South Sudan in the 3rd place playoff ahead of the biggest game on the African continent this year. Nigeria, 6-time champions, up against Mali, who've won once. It is goodbye from us here inside the Palais des Sports in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, on the west coast of Africa.